Alrighty, folks, happy Monday morning to you. And real quick, I got to give a big shout out to all you Gold Club members out there on my premium site, because you guys cashed in on 5 more premium selections yesterday with the Cowboys, Saints, Chargers, Steelers, and we also have the Diamondbacks in Major League Baseball. And the only way you could have accessed all those winners is to join my full access, all-inclusive Gold Club membership. Gold Club members get access to every single premium selection of mine, every single package, every single day for the next 30 days. Of course, as an added bonus, you also get access to my exclusive Gold Club video absolutely free. It's included with your membership. Of course, if you don't need access to all of my premium selections, but maybe you could use like 2 a day, you could also consider signing up for my extra daily pick package. It's just 9 cents a day for 30 days worth of access to that membership. And as an added bonus, you also get access to my daily best play each and every day during that time frame, absolutely free. It's going to be included with your purchase. Real quick, guys, before we go ahead and move on, just want to take a quick time out and welcome you to my Major League Baseball free pick video here today for Monday, September 9th, 2024. Happy Monday to you. Hopefully you had a great weekend. And like I said on my TikTok video, man, what a time to be alive. This is the best time of the year. I just feel so great, so happy this time of the year because NFL is back. We're really getting down to the nitty gritty with baseball. Hell, even WNBA's heating up right now. This is a great time of year. I'm happy. I'm fulfilled. And I love producing free content for you guys day in and day out. I love it. This is a great time of year. Now, real quick, guys, actually, if you're just joining me for the first time, my name is Brock Page. I've actually been dishing out free sports picks on YouTube here since 2016. So we're getting close. We're going up almost a decade in the game, and I've loved every second of it. It's been awesome. This is a dream. Yeah, I don't even want to say hobby, a lifestyle. I love it so much. Now, guys, real quick, I'm 2-0 my last 2 daily best plays, 3-0 my last 3 extra daily picks. And, guys, we also cashed in on 4 out of our last 5 Gold Club package picks in that membership alone. And the good news is I've got plays going off in all of those packages here today. And they're all included with your Gold Club membership. And with that, folks, we're going to dive into some free content. We're going to start off with the Reds at the Braves, 6:40 p.m. East. Atlanta's the $1.60 favorite. Total's 8.5. Charlie Morton for Atlanta. Nick Martinez for Cincinnati. And even though Martinez is having a good year, the Reds did take the loss in 7 out of his last 10 starts. And a huge problem for Cincinnati, it's been their bats. They certainly strike out an awful lot, and they are a bottom 5 hit-producing team. And they're going to face righty Charlie Morton, who's got 148 punch-outs and a winning record on the year. Of course, as a team, the Braves got the W in 4 out of his last 5 starts. Now, injury-wise, Whit Merrifield's questionable for Atlanta. Ozzie Albies still banged up a bit. Meanwhile, for Cincy on the other side, Candelario will not be in the lineup here today as he is battling a foot injury. Now, total-wise, 6 out of the Reds' last 10 ball games did stay under the total. Meanwhile, Atlanta went 7-3 to the under in their last 10. Give me the Braves minus 160, under 8.5. Next game, Marlins Pirates, 6:40 p.m. East. Pittsburgh's the $2.50 favorite. Total 7.5. Paul Skeens for the Pirates. Vicente Beazo for the Marlins. And even though Beazo's looked good, he's got only 2 wins on the year to show for it. And the reason for that, for much of that, it's these terrible Marlins bats. These guys are dead last in the National League in run production. And they have to face a 9-2 Paul Skeens, who's got a 2.13 ERA and a sub-1 whip. And out of his last 4 starts, the Pirates did average 6.8 runs a game during that stretch. Now, total-wise, some conflicting factors that make this one tough to pick. The Pirates saw 5 out of their last 9 Paul Skeens starts stay under the total. But the Marlins on the other side, they saw 6 out of their last 10 outings get over the total. So if you want to see whether I'm making a play on the over or the under in this one, this game is being featured as my Gold Club tier package pick. But as far as making a free play is concerned, give me Pittsburgh minus 1.5. Next game, Rays, Phils, 6:40 p.m. East. Philadelphia's minus $1.90, totals 8. Christopher Sanchez for the Phils, Cole Sulser, possible for Tampa Bay. And if it is Sulser, well, he's thrown only 15-plus innings since 2022. Not a huge body of work there. And he is in a tough spot going up against this Philly lineup here today. Kyle Schwarber's got 33 homers, 93 RBI. Trey Turner's got an on-base percentage of .343. Of course, on the mound, the Phils have double-digit winner Chris Sanchez, who's got 131 strikeouts and an ERA in the 3s. And he's facing a Tampa lineup who's been bad at best. These guys strike out a lot, and they are the second lowest producing team, lowest run producing team in the American League. Only other team worse is obviously Chicago, the White Sox. Now, total-wise, oddly enough, 7 out of Tampa's last 10 ball games somehow got over the total. Meanwhile, Philadelphia on the other side, they went 60% to the over in their last 10 themselves. Give me the Phillies minus 1.5, over 8. Next game, Royals, Yankees, 7:05 East. The Yankees are minus $1.70, totals 8.5. Carlos Rodon for New York, Brady Singer for Kansas City. And as good as the Sing man's been, well, he's got double-digit losses. And the Royals did take the loss in 5 out of his last 6 starts. And for some reason, the Royals, they become a different team on the road, for the worse. KC's got a losing record away from Kauffman Stadium. And they're facing a Yankee lineup who's really hit Kansas City pitching well. The Yankees average 5.8 runs a game in their last 10 meetings with KC. So if you're into historical trends, you certainly want to, think about that one there. And no real surprise here, the Bombers are currently the highest run-producing team in the American League. Aaron Judge leads the league in homers, RBI, and OPS. Of course, Juan Soto's got an OPS in the thousands as well. Now, total-wise, Rodon saw 4 out of his last 5 starts stay under the total. Meanwhile, Kansas City's gone 8-2 to the under in their last 10 themselves. Give me the Yankees minus 170, under 8.5. Next ball game, Mets, Blue Jays, 7:07 Eastern start time. The New York Mets are minus $1.20, totals 9. Tyler McGill for the Mets, Chris Bassett for Toronto. And Bassett's 9-13 on the year with an ERA of .430. And these Toronto pitchers have hurt these guys a bit. They're in the bottom 5 in the American League in runs allowed at home. And they've got to face a Mets lineup who pounds the baseball on the road. They're averaging more hits a game away from home than any other team besides one. Francisco Lindor leads the team in RBI and hits. Pete Alonso's got the most home runs. When it comes to the total, the Blue Jays saw 64% of their interleague home games get over the total. Meanwhile, 6 out of Bassett's last 10 starts got over the line themselves, himself. Give me the Mets, minus 120, over 9. Next game, little AL East action. Orioles, Red Sox, 7:10 p.m. East. Boston's minus $1.25 at home, totals 9.5. Brian Bayo for the Bo Sox, Cade Povich for Baltimore. And even though Povich has been a bit of an innings eater, the O's did get the W in 2 out of their last 3 games where he made the start. They averaged over 6.3 runs a game during that short span. And out of 20 divisional road games this year, the O's posted a record of 14-6. Anthony Santander's got the 3rd most homers in the Bigs, 91 total RBI. And Gunnar Henderson, he leads the roster in hits. And they're facing a Boston club who plays their worst baseball at home. The Sox are currently 5 games below 500 at Fenway this year. And when it comes to run support, the Sox, they're averaging just 2.7 runs a game in Brian Bayo's last 4 starts. That's not a great, formula there, because they typically hit well for Bayo. That's why his record's so good. But it really, ain't for a lack of Bayo keeping people off the base paths. I'll tell you what. I think for a lot of casual bettors, I think Bayo's win-loss record, it can be a bit misleading because he's got a good record, but he's allowed his fair share of hits and base runners, as I indicated. The righty's got an ERA of 4.75, and he does struggle with control. He'll walk people. I believe he has almost 60 walks on the year. And I'll tell you what, as good as the Red Sox have been with the bats, they strike out more times a game at home than any other roster except for one. Give me Baltimore plus 105. Next game, Guardians, White Sox, 7:40 Eastern, first pitch. Cleveland's minus 225, totals 9. Joey Cantillo for the Guardians, Jared Schuster for the Sox. And the lefty Schuster, he's got an ERA of 4.43, along with a 1.51 whip. Of course, at the plate, the Sox are the lowest run-producing team in the game. And that's certainly bad news for him because Cleveland's got one of the best pitching staffs in the American League. As a matter of fact, the Guardians allow fewer runs a game on the road than any other roster besides one. Give me the Guardians minus 1.5, under 8.5. Next game, Angels Twins, 7:40 p.m. East. Minnesota's minus $1.85, totals 8. David Festa for the Twins, Reed Detmers for Los Angeles. And even though Detmers has struggled this year, it certainly ain't for a lack of strikeouts. The lefties fanned 80 batters in just 69 innings. When it comes to cashing in on the run line, the Angels definitely have a winning record against the run line in their travels. And they're going to face a 2-5 David Festa, who's got an ERA close to 5 himself. Of course, as a team, the Twins took the loss in 5 out of their last 6 outings. They scored only 11 total runs during that time frame. Give me the Angels plus 1.5, under 8. And with that, folks, we're going to dive into our next and final matchup for the video. It's going to be that Cubs-Dodgers game. That'll be a 10:10 Eastern first pitch. The Dodgers are minus $1.95, totals 10. Walker Buehler for the Dodgers, Kyle Hendricks for Chicago. And even though Hendricks has certainly had his struggles, this Cubby lineup, they tend to hit better on the road. They're a top 10 run-producing team in their travels. Nico Horner's the club leader in hits. Ian Happ, he's got the most bombs and RBI. And they get to feast on Walker Buehler, who's been a bit of a shell of himself. Just one win on the season. Strikeouts are down for him. ERA in the mid-5s. When it comes to covering the run line, the Dodgers do have a losing record against the number in their home games against the National League. Now, injury-wise, Teoscar Hernandez is questionable with a foot. When it comes to the total, LA went 7-3 to the over in their last 10. Meanwhile, 3 out of Chicago's last 4 on the road got over the line themselves. Give me the Cubs plus 1.5, over 9.5. And with that, folks, we are going to dive into our quick pick recap. I like the Braves minus 160, under 8.5. Pittsburgh minus 1.5. Philly minus 1.5, over 8. Yankees minus $1.70, under 8.5. Mets minus 120, over 9. Baltimore plus 105. Cleveland minus 1.5, under 8.5. Angels plus 1.5, under 8. Give me the Cubs plus 1.5, over 9.5 runs. With that, folks, that's going to do it for me. Don't forget to check me out on my premium site. Now, if you do end up getting a membership here today on patreon.com/BrockPage, just a friendly reminder, you're going to get access to that membership every single day for the next 30 days. And as an added bonus, you're also going to get access to all of my cheaper memberships absolutely free. They're going to be included with your purchase. That's why I always tell folks, that Gold Club package, it's a full access, all-inclusive membership. Gives you access to every single premium selection line, every single package, every single day for the next 30 days. As an added bonus, you also get access to my exclusive Gold Club video, absolutely free. It's included with your membership. But most importantly, folks, gotta thank you for joining me right here on the free video. Really hope you enjoyed all this great free content, all this great free information. But that's it, folks. Happy Monday to you. Best of luck to you. And I look forward to seeing you later on today on my premium site at patreon.com/BrockPage.